right, man. Welcome back to the Red Room Dallas. I'm your host, No Shame. We got an amazing guest here at the Red Room Dallas this evening. None other than Miss OG Tina.
Hey,
Yeah,
what do
yeah,
you
yeah.
do, baby?
This is y'all favorite BBW, you know what I'm saying?
Period.
So,
Listen.
Miss Tina, man, like it's been a long time. I mean, shit, it looks like you're aging very well.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much, Thank you very much.
Yeah, man. So I obviously, I'm always on the prowl.
Mhm.
You know, we may not talk every day,
Right.
but I still see that you're doing your work, you're doing your thing. I see you traveling. I see you putting your fucking mark on this world the way I've always thought you would.
Absolutely.
So tell us about your journey. Like how did you get here?
Listen, this journey had a lot of bumps and bruises on it. You feel me?
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't have it any other way. You know, you always have them people that come to you and be like, oh, if you could change anything, what would you change?
Right.
Absolutely, positively nothing.
Not
You know
a
what
damn
I'm saying?
thing.
Not a motherfucking thing. You heard me?
Right.
Because every stepping stone that I've been across has led me to where I am now. And it has
Right.
molded me and shaped me for my destiny. So I had to go
Absolutely.
through. It was necessary for me to go through that. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't
100%.
gonna preach today. You know what I'm
Nah,
saying?
you know
We ain't
what?
gonna do that today.
Because I mean, like this is the platform where we talk a lot of shit, but also we back it up. You
that
know what
part.
I'm saying?
Period.
And when people sit in this chair, I always envision that person is a boss amongst themselves,
Oh, absolutely.
but also a boss amongst others.
Right.
And so I don't put anybody that I do interviews with, I gotta have some level of respect for you.
Thank you.
I know we go back,
Yeah.
so I know a bit.
Like
A
Old
lot
Flats
of
on Academy.
yeah. I remember, we started way back, and we were in alternative school together.
Alternative school.
You know what I'm saying? And people didn't know, a lot of times they treated people who were in schools like Dallas Ken and different things like that, like they was outcasts.
Absolutely.
But I ran across some of the most talented, beautiful minded.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Like people who you would think, like, damn, like,
how the fuck you
how
here?
the fuck you here? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But we all got a story.
We all got a story.
And yeah.
So my story on how I ended up at the alternative school is so not like the traditional motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Because I know some cool ass people.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Sure.
At Dallas Can. And they like, how you here?
Yeah.
So my story is, pregnant at 16. Let's call a thing a thing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I got pregnant my sophomore year of high school. You know, I'm in honors classes, A on a roll student.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I was a nerd. You know, I was a fucking nerd.
Very smart.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so I got this baby on the way. And, everybody was like, oh, you going to be a dropout. You going to be another one on welfare. And, I'm like, damn, y'all ain't going to try to speak no life in me?
Yeah.
I'm up here at top 10 percentile of the class. And y'all just I fucked up and got pregnant. Like, I ain't need to be 16 having no baby. I ain't need to be fucking.
Right.
It is what it is.
Right.
Bitch did it. Now what can I do? You know what I'm saying? So
that's kind of how I grew up. We grew up in the church.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? And I would watch how, let's say a teenager, end up pregnant in the church, right?
Oh my God.
Man, they were so quick to outcast them, treat them like, push them further out into the street.
But you know what? That didn't happen in my church though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And they embraced, I ain't gonna say they embraced me like, oh, they okayed my sin. No, the sin was a sin, but they didn't treat me like that. They were like, paraphrasing, because y'all know the church. Okay, well, some church folk will talk like that. You fucked up, and you shouldn't have.
Yeah.
Now you gonna get through it, but don't do it again. You know what I'm saying?
You ran a daughter pregnant, girl.
Oh, you know they talk. And so I stayed away from the church just because I didn't want to bring that shame on my mother.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because I knew she was already ashamed.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And so even though they didn't shun me like traditionally happens in the church. I just stayed away because I was ashamed myself. Like, damn, I fucked up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so I'm like, this baby is on the way. I got to get some money. Right. You know what I'm saying? This nigga, he in school too, but, you know, he a couple of years older than me. Yeah. You know, he a senior in high school. I'm just a sophomore. Right. You know what I'm saying? He finna go off and do his own thing, little 1-2. Right. We really wasn't in no relationship or nothing, you know what I'm saying? So I had to make a decision. Yeah. So I purposely stopped going to school because I was like, okay, I'm gonna switch over to one of these alternative schools. That way I can go to school half a day. So that way I can work.
We can get the education part out quicker.
Right. And I can work because I'm gonna need diapers. I'm gonna need shit for this kid. I got this kid because even at a young age, I wasn't never cool with abortions. I just wasn't cool with that. That's just my preference. I just, you know, because you laid down and you fucked and you got that baby. It's not that baby's fucking fault. Shit. So, bitch, you was grown enough to fuck. Now you need to be grown enough to take care of the decision that you made. You know what I'm saying? 3 seconds become a lifetime. Yeah. Period.
God damn, 3.
I mean, it is what it is. I mean, cause come on, like, be for real, my nigga. We fucking teenagers. Do you know about fucking 45 minutes? No. That nigga trying to get his dick wet. That bitch trying to get her pussy knocked out because our parents gonna be at home at 5. Nigga, get this pussy and let's go. You know what I'm saying? Because I gotta get this house clean. Make sure this house don't smell like sex before my mama walk up in this bitch. Fuck you mean? Let's wrap this shit on up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. A decision was made. So, I had to do what I had to do. So, I purposely dropped the fuck out of high school. I made that decision. You know what I'm saying? I was like, them hoes think I'm going to drop out anyway. So, fuck it. I'm going to go on and drop out. But I already had a 1-2 put together. Right. And I ain't talked to nobody. This is just something I came up with because I'm one of those people that when you don't get to control my destiny. Exactly. I do. You know what I'm saying?
I agree with that.
So, the fact that everybody was, you know, if you say, oh, you can't do that. I can't? Yeah. Watch me, bitch. Yeah. And not only am I gonna do that shit, I'm gonna execute that shit so fucking player. Yeah, you gonna look back at me like, God damn, did she do that? And did. Fuck you mean. You know what I'm saying?
High school.
Yeah.
Some glory years.
Most definitely.
After high school.
So after high school, I like I said, I excelled through high school, got to, you know what I'm saying, did what I needed to do, still graduated on time, and I began to put myself through college. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because I still was on my mission. I knew what I wanted.
What were you majoring in college?
My major was criminal justice.
Okay.
Yeah. My goal was to be a lawyer. You know what I'm saying? It's always been my thing. I like to argue. I was always a part of the debate club. And especially when I think I know what I know, because I know what I know, and I know a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? Fact. So when I think I'm right, well, fuck what you say.
Fuck you talking about.
I know my shit. And if I don't know, I'm going to shut the fuck up. Yeah. But I'm going to go research that shit. So when we come back, I know my shit. And we can run it back. And now I done went and did my research so I can come back and either say, you know what, you was right. You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't never got no problem with giving somebody that card when they was right. If you right, you right. But I don't never take what a motherfucker say either. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I'm always going to do my research.
Man, I always tell people, man, you have to fact check
everything.
Some of these motherfuckers need to fact check themselves.
Period.
You know what I'm saying? Because whatever you thinking is right might not be right.
Might not.
So you really need to do it.
And not only that, whatever social think, you speak it, and when you speak it, you're speaking it into existence. Mm-hmm. So you got to be careful about what come out your mouth. Life, you know what I'm saying? Again, I kept saying I'm going to go to the church, but life and death lies in the power of your tongue. You know what I'm saying? That's real shit.
So getting into the BBW era of your life.
Yeah.
You know, beautiful, black, big, nice,
come on,
voluptuous,
what? Okay.
Sexy.
Listen.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Fly, I mean, head to toe, you know, looking like a hero. You feel me? So,
Wonder Woman. They wonder how the fuck
getting into that era of your life, like, what ushered this in?
So this girl has always been me. You know what I'm saying? Right. I've always loved to take pictures, for one, because I always was like, I knew I was different. Right. I knew I never looked like anybody else. Yeah. And I've always liked exotic shit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I've always been fascinated with it.
You never ever caught yourself comparing yourself to anybody else?
Never.
Or or at least, or even biting somebody else's style?
Never, because I'm so tunnel vision.
Yeah.
I'm so Tina, 24/8. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm so like, there's nobody out here who looks like me. And I'm talking about like, I'm talking about this started in kindergarten.
Yeah.
Kindergarten, I'm the tallest kindergartner in my class.
Right.
I'm two-toned. So I'm a little bit light skinned. Y'all see, I ain't got no pigmentation in my hands because I got a whole bunch of Indian and white folks. I ain't got no lines in my hands.
Yeah.
They used to fascinate people. Well, why you ain't got no lines in your hand? I don't know. You an alien? Yeah. And that's where I took off with saying I'm an alien.
Yeah.
Because they were like, you an alien? I was like, yeah, I am. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I don't have no pigmentation.
Really, really different.
I'm very different.
And when you say that, obviously you're going to get people who think that you are too into yourself,
right.
or people, feel like you're overly confident,
right?
Because they don't feel like you being a bigger woman, you should have that type of confidence,
right? But that's only because they don't know Tina. Because I've never met anybody who I just genuinely didn't click with. You know what I'm saying? Because I am overly confident, but that ain't how I walk around. Yeah. I love everybody, from the least to the greatest. You know what I'm saying? I've never met a
stranger.
A stranger. I've never met a stranger.
Yeah. I've always, I can see that though.
I respect everything because there's nobody from the least to the greatest. You know what I'm saying? That's something my mama said. She said, it's an old colloquialism, but you give the janitor the same respect you would give the principal. That's what she told me. That's what she's always told me. You respect everybody the same. So it doesn't matter who. I call myself, in school, I considered myself the popular nerd.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because I was a nerd. I was very strong on my book sense. Because that's you know what I'm saying? That was first and foremost for me. I always wanted to excel. And I knew I was smart. And I knew I was quick and I was witty. You know what I'm saying? That was my strong suit.
Okay.
And, but I was a solo person and I'm nosy, so I would always watch people.
Right.
And I considered almost like a chameleon.
Yeah.
I can easily adapt.
You can move in and out of the room.
Whatever. You know what I'm saying? So I'm cool with the athletic people. I was cool with some of the popular chicks because I don't do cliquey shit.
Yeah.
And I ain't gonna never kiss a bitch ass to kick it with you. Fuck you, bitch. Nah, I don't do that. You know what I'm saying? So that's where that cockiness on where I mostly had problems was with chicks who they want to be the shit, and because they not in tune with they star player, you know what I'm saying? That's where we would bump heads because I'm like, bitch, I ain't gonna bow down to you. Who are you?
Exactly.
Fuck are you?
So I mean, right now.
Mm-hmm.
Are there any influences like doing the same shit that you're doing, right? Mm-hmm. Like, cause you doing this shit on the whole, man, you showed me some pictures that I'm like, wow. Like, this is true model. This is true model shit.
Yeah.
I'm like floored by like, and you would think like a big woman wouldn't be as photogenic, but man, when you got that confidence, oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it's just different.
Yeah, but it hits different. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's period.
Yeah.
It does. But I'm like, I'm still trying to be Takara. Takara was the first plus size woman to ever be on First Top Model with Tyra Banks show.
Right.
I'm trying to get to that Takara money. I'm trying to get to the Zara Lee. Yeah. Zara Lee, she's the first beautiful African-American woman who's on Sports Illustrated. Plus size. Come through. I'm trying to be on the Sports Illustrated.
No, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to walk into Victoria's Secret as a plus size with my wings. You know what I'm saying? So there's still so many accolades that I'm still trying to attain.
Right.
So definitely, there's some plus size women that are like making top dollar in this industry that I'm definitely trying to achieve, that I look up to, that I'm like, oh, she did that.
And I believe you will. You are. I mean, right now you're already the countless amounts of pageants and shows that you've won.
Billboards, magazines.
When they took over Las Vegas, like, like it was nothing, man. What was that experience like?
Shout out to Thick Nation. Shout out to Thick Nation. So, like, I didn't even know I had got nominated. That was the dopeness. So you never know who's watching you. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? When they say that, that's real. You know what I'm saying? Shit. You never know who's watching you. So when it popped up and somebody had to tag me, that Thick Nation has you nominated as BBW Model of the Year. And I'm like, wait, what? What?
Crazy.
Shut up.
They done seen that crazy work.
Right. I was like, what?
If you seen what I seen, happy birthday.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But I was like, that'll be dope, man. That'll be dope. You know what I'm saying?
When you won.
Oh my
God. Because I seen you with the crowns, and I'm looking like you got multiple wins.
Multiple in that whole week. So before I was so dead set and dead focused on winning the crown for BBW Model of the Year, I like low key forgot that I had entered into a pageant. And but I entered into the pageant for the reasons, you know, what the proceeds and what they stood for. You know what I'm saying? So I really wasn't tripping on winning that.
Right.
I was down for the cause of what, you know, supporting the cause. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So like, even if I didn't win,
if you can find this avenue,
right,
and advance it, you're going to support your interests.
Absolutely. And most importantly, that particular pageant was about being bold, beautiful, and confident. You know what I'm saying? That was the actual title of it. And it was promoting, you know, being bold, being a plus size, being confident. You know what I'm saying? And what does that look like to you? And how to exude it. You know what I'm saying? And so that was preaching to like the women who, you know, own your shit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? If you're big, you're beautiful, and you're confident, stand in it. But don't just let it be just outer. Right. Be inner too. You know what I'm saying? And that was something that she was also promoting to young girls and teens.
Speak on that. Because when you say the inner,
right?
What's that inner you?
So with that inner you gotta, I call it being in tune with your star player.
Yeah.
Is that waking up and despite what the world tell you are, despite what society says you're supposed to be, you are good with you through and through. Because, I mean, you can look at the Holly Berrys, the Vivica Foxes, all the skinny women, Eva Longoria, all of these beautiful, beautiful, beautiful women. And I don't know these women personally, so I'm not going to speak on their life.
Right.
But everybody has an insecurity. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I've heard too many times, in Hollywood especially, you have all of these beautiful women who are ugly on the inside.
Right.
Now let's bring that to the hood. Let's talk about these hood bitches that be in the club.
Yeah.
Be beautiful as fuck and got fucked up ass attitudes. Yeah. Like that whole trend out here that's now, oh, she pretty but she don't speak.
What?
Bitch.
Whoa.
What type of shit is that?
Hold on, wait. That's a thing?
Yeah, that's a thing. What's the? I think Lil Baby rapped. I think Lil Baby rapped about that shit. Yeah, Megan Thee Stallion raps about that shit. I don't respect that shit.
I don't either.
Because what nigga want to be with a bitch who got an ugly spirit? Like, you can get your dick wet with that bitch, but then what?
I can't get my.
You want to deal with her attitude?
A bad attitude.
And bitches want to be wife. Bitches want to be wife with bad attitudes.
I can't.
How? How can you have a genuine respect and a genuine connection with somebody if you constantly sitting around this house with an attitude?
Right.
I don't want to be around nobody with that. You know what I'm saying? And what is it? Bad apples corrupt?
Yeah, good character.
Thank you. So, like, bitch, check that shit.
You know your shit, OG.
Thank you.
Goddamn.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't get to be this old. I know I don't look my age.
Yeah.
But I ain't get to be this old by being a fool.
No.
You know what I'm saying? But there are some old fools out here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Who still be on that bullshit. So you gotta check your inner. You know what I'm saying? And be okay with it. Yeah. And if you're not okay with it, then get okay with it. Or if that is something that you're not okay with it, and you've done the work, and you want to change it. But change for you. Because that's going to make you happy. Don't go out here getting no goddamn BBL because you want a nigga to look at you.
Oh, my
Because let me tell you something.
First, before you jump into that, why is it that women think that we want women with BBLs? Like,
because that's an insecurity of some fake ass shit that they done seen on TV. It's some bullshit.
Bruh, I never wanted a hard ass, man.
Okay.
Like.
And I told, like, my running joke, and it's a joke, but I mean this shit with my whole heart. Real shit. Tell you real fucking story. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say no names because you don't know what a motherfucker gonna see. But I was somewhere.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Out and about. And a nigga, his wife had just got a BBL, right?
Yeah.
She look good. She look good as fuck.
Yeah.
Now, me and this nigga know each other from back in the game. Our paths crossed, but it never went anywhere. You know what I'm saying? And here she is with her BBL. She done went and got all this stuff fixed to make her man happy. And her Tina is sitting here with her fat, flabby arms, thick ass thighs that ain't got no muscle in them, and my regular smuggler ass booty. Yeah. It jiggle. It do what it's supposed to do. It do what it do. It do what it's supposed to do, but it still got dimples in it, and it don't sit up like it used to sit up when a bitch was in her 20s.
Yeah.
But that nigga was still in my face.
Yeah.
I said, man, the nigga don't give a fuck about that shit.
Yeah.
If you a real motherfucker and you real with yourself and you real with who you are, that nigga still gonna want you. He still gonna fuck
with you the longest way.
Period.
Bruh,
I'm not doing all that.
I just don't get it. You know what I'm saying? What happened to the natural shit in life in general?
And people don't let motherfuckers get in their head. Like I said, people don't get in tune with their star character. You know what I'm saying? I've been out here before and nigga done called me a fat bitch. I ain't nigga.
Right.
I bet your dad ever fucked though. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? That ain't never hurt my feelings.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I don't, it took a minute for me to get there. I'm not going to sit there and say, you know what I'm saying? Like the first time I heard it, you know what I'm saying? Because vice versa, I've been out and about and, you know what I'm saying? Somebody I'm digging and I like, you know, are you cute? But you know what I'm saying? I ain't really feeling, you know, the thick girl. You know, he tried to find a cute way to say it. And I was like, all right, I ain't your Kool-Aid. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Because I got a Kool-Aid type too. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. You know, much love, I can respect it. But that ain't gonna make me change me just so I can get you. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And you gotta learn to change, you know, females, men, whoever.
Yeah.
When you have something, you gotta learn to change your caliber of the person that you trying to get with. Exactly. You know what I'm saying?
And there is a such thing as lofty expectations for some of these motherfuckers. Now, come on now.
Right on.
Like, come on, baby. I know you can have the confidence, but you know goddamn well your ass is ugly.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
But somebody gonna like
it. Turn that shit down a little bit.
Right. But somebody gonna like it. You know what I'm saying? Because there's too many ugly niggas and ugly bitches out here with babies. So somebody like it.
Somebody like it. So what is something that you maybe want to accomplish that you hadn't yet?
Something that I want to accomplish that I have not accomplished is I want to secure a deal with a major company.
Okay.
I can always see myself on a commercial. I'm very animated, as you can see.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm like
animated, photogenic.
Thank you. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. You know,
as the camera sees
the camera loves it.
Yeah.
But acting definitely, or either possibly, you know, a commercial. Yeah. You know, I can see myself being an easy breezy, beautiful cover girl. You know what I'm saying? Listen.
Hey, give her wings. Let's go.
Let's go. Period. I'm definitely, now this one for sure, I'm going to be on Sports Illustrated.
Yeah.
Oh, that's happening.
Yeah.
I'm going to walk into Victoria's Secret with the wings.
Yeah.
It's going to happen.
If I owned it, I'd put you on that mother.
Period. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Listen, it's going to happen.
So, short-term, long-term goals. Let's dig it. Let's get touch on something that I would consider a little bit more sensitive, right? Mm-hmm. You and your battle with cancer.
Oh yeah.
That's something you don't want to talk about.
I'm an open book, baby. There's nothing I don't want to talk about.
No, for sure. I'm just, I'm a gentleman. I'm gonna respect.
I appreciate
the room.
No.
But
let's get in it.
I want to make sure that we drive home that you guys are looking at one of the strongest women to walk the face of this earth.
Oh wow!
And her battle with such an aggressive cancer, and to come out on top
2 times.
2 times. Yeah. Can you kind of give a little bit of because you might have some people out there who might be dealing with something like this right now and may not even know it.
Okay. Listen. Now, okay, so now we got to get serious. I got to quit playing because you know that's my baby right there. You know what I'm saying? That's my baby. So let's talk about it. So, you know, we got to go back a little bit. You know what I'm saying, to give you that history. So I'm in college.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Pregnant with my second son. You know, and I started having pain.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like a stabbing pain. And I'm like, what the hell? You know, this is my second baby. So I've been pregnant before and I know what this is supposed to feel like. You understand me?
Right.
So, not to prolong the story, but I'm going to the doctor and they're telling me, oh, it's this, it's that, or once you have the baby, it'll go away. Well, fast forward, had the baby, pain intensified. You know what I'm saying? So now my son is 6 months, you know, it is still going on.
Right.
And so I basically had to John Q the hospital. Y'all know, y'all familiar with the movie John Q.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Denzel wanted his son to be seen somebody do something, and ain't nobody leaving this bitch till y'all do something to save my son. That's pretty much in a nutshell what happened to me at Parkland, right on down the street at Parkland.
Yeah.
Because I had went to every hospital in Dallas. Every single hospital in Dallas. I even drove all the way out to Burleson. I drove to Fort Worth. I drove to multiple hospitals trying to figure out what's wrong with me. Wow. And so I'm saying all of that to say, when you know your body, you know what I'm saying? That again, I'm gonna keep y'all gonna keep hearing me say, get in tune with your star player.
Yeah.
Know your body. Right. And know when something is wrong, and don't let these doctors tell you otherwise. Something is wrong. Right. And so had I not been persistent, I wouldn't been here. Because by the time I finally John Q'd the hospital and got them to do something, when they opened me up, I was stage 4 breast cancer.
Wow.
So I wasn't even supposed to be here.
Stage 4.
Stage 4.
Yeah.
That's pretty much almost terminal. It was getting ready to spread when they found it. So imagine that at 23 with a newborn baby. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy, man.
I went, you know what I'm saying? But
it's a blessing,
man,
that you hear.
Absolutely.
That you were able to persevere, not just persevere, but how long?
How long?
How long was the fight?
That first fight, that was a 4-year battle. 4 years of chemo, surgery after surgery, radiation, skin grafts, because of the fact that it was so aggressive, I lost majority of my right boob. So imagine being 23 years old.
Right.
Your body's already changed because you just gave birth to a baby. Right. You know what I'm saying? So like now I got the baby belly, you know, all of that. And then now I'm not even married. I'm still young. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm still supposed to be in my perky TD era.
Exactly.
And I lost a whole boob.
Wow.
I was like, damn. Like for a minute, I can't even lie. It put me in a depression because I'm like, where do you go from this? I had double D's, nigga.
Yeah. Yeah.
I had double D's.
But to think though, today, man, you got such a warm smile.
Thank you.
You got that smooth. She's a cool motherfucker. I'm just gonna let y'all know she's a cool motherfucker. But them taking that part of you,
man,
that didn't take anything away from the confidence.
Oh, it did for a minute. It did.
But I feel like that made you strong.
It did. You know what I'm saying? Because like that's what pushed me to start. So my nonprofit is Surviving Sisters. It pushed me into that because I'm going to the meetings. I'm going to, you know, the stuff. You know, they give you the pamphlets with the information, but that information ain't for us. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's not for us. And so it's like, okay, it's fucking with all of it is fuck, because I'm trying to wear the prosthetic boob. Right. I'm trying to fill it out. I'm trying to do the shit that they're telling me to do. Right. This shit ain't working for me.
How'd you keep that together, like knowing that this is not the natural?
I'm nosy. Yeah. I'm gonna go. I told you I'm a go-getter. If I don't know the answer, I'm not gonna just, obviously I John Q'd the hospital. Yeah. I'm not gonna take no for an answer. I'm not gonna take this, what you're giving me. Right. This cannot be the end all be all. Right. So I you know, and telling my age,
Yeah.
But at 23, we ain't have Google.
Nah, we didn't. We barely had the fucking internet.
Okay, gotta dial up. Yeah. If mama want to get on the phone, there go that. Okay. Real nigga shit. You know? So you really, back then you really had to do your research. So that involved me going to the library. That involved me going to different organizations and asking questions and getting their information. You know, that involved me going to different wig places and different places that deal with hair, because, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, these heifers out here wearing lace fronts and shit now. Wigs is in now, but when I'm 20, oh, you wearing a wig, bitch. What's wrong with you? I looked at that bitch bald head. Is something wrong with her? If you rocking a wig back then, and them wigs was church ugly wigs. I'm sorry, church wigs. I love my church people.
What we call big wigs.
Okay.
Them motherfuckers
they were big and bulky and ugly. Yeah. And I was like, oh,
Bernice Jenkins.
Okay. Sister Bernadette.
Yeah, no.
Okay. Sister Ernestine wigs. So there wasn't fly wigs back then. So I had to really dive deep and start asking questions and moving. And I ended up getting connected with people who have stuff for us. You know what I'm saying? And resources for us. I connected with this really dope chick. She now designs clothes, where she was creating, because her mom was going through it, where she created bras for women who were going through that. Because that prosthetic is uncomfortable and it's ugly. You know what I'm saying? And you got to constantly keep adjusting it. It was just not fun to wear. So she created a bra that would give the illusion that it was a titty sitting in there, and it still looked full. And when I put my clothes on, I still looked normal. You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't gonna lie, I was a fat girl. So I ever came up with the little thing. I would take my little fat roll, push them together, and put my bra tight. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all ain't never seen no titty improvisation.
Take all that girl, listen, this fat jiggly stuff under your arm, it come in handy. You know what I'm saying? You pull that shit to the front and snap that bra on. It look like cleavage. Don't put your shirt too low. Let it sit right there. I swear it look like a bitch.
You got a system over there.
And the foot.
No, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? You have to make it do what it do to become comfortable. You know what I'm saying? And so, but it was an adjustment. It was a long adjustment, because I ain't gonna lie, the doctor said that to me. Like when I was in the hospital, I'm like, look, y'all gotta do something about this situation. I'm in pain. I'm not sleeping at night. My son is 6 months. Remember I told you, I found the lump and the pain started when I was pregnant. So my son is 6 months. So y'all can do the math on how long I'm dealing with the pain, and it just kept getting progressively bigger. And a newborn.
Like, oh my God.
And a 5-year-old. I can
only imagine.
I had my daughter was 5. Because remember I said I'm a teenage mom. My daughter's 5. I got a newborn, and I got a pain that's making it so severe to where I'm not even sleeping at night. I'm sitting up rocking, just in pain, because they giving me pain medications, telling me, oh, it's this, it's that, you know. But I'm not sleeping.
So for someone out there who may be battling this same thing, give them like some words of encouragement.
That's so funny that you said that, because that is what I had to do. I had to learn how to encourage myself. First of all, you're beautiful. Cancer is not a death sentence. You're gonna make it. It's all about what you make it. Cancer grows off of stress, off of feelings, off of that. Everybody's sitting around here with a cancer cell. We're all born with cancer cells in us. It is what we do, what we eat, what we feed ourselves that makes that cell grow. You know what I'm saying? So get in tune with it. Take your vitamins. Go to the doctor. Know your family medical history, most importantly. But you also got to have an attitude. Live every day to the fullest. It's totally okay. You know what I'm saying?
And that's motivational, man. For anybody out there that's done been through it. My mom, she battled through cancer until she passed away. And her, her cancer went into remission, and then it came back stronger. But I wanted to bring you on because it reminds me of watching her go through what she went through. And so, it's inspirational. I know you got a breast cancer awareness event that you're getting ready to put on out in Fort Worth.
Yeah.
We were discussing everything. Can you kind of tell the people, if they want to support or pull up on you?
Absolutely. Yeah. So October 19th, at the Cheers for You out in Fort Worth, we're having a celebration. And this is just a whole bunch of breast cancer survivors and supporters. We're just going to get together and party and celebrate life. You know what I'm saying? Because, listen, my 40th birthday, my cancer came back.
Wow.
It came back in the exact same boob.
Wow.
Same way. And I made a decision. I was like, you know what? I'm not going through no more chemo. I'm not going through no more radiation. I'm not doing all of that. I said, because we caught this time, because
right.
Self checkups and all of that early detection is key. Right. So I stay on top of all of my visits. You know what I'm saying? So I was at my visit. She said, we see something. We don't know what it is. They tested it. Cancer had came back. I was like, all right, cool. I said, well, since we caught it early, what are my options? Do I have to do chemo? Because when I tell you, I don't wish chemo on my worst enemy. Yeah. And I don't have no enemies.
Yeah.
But chemo is a motherfucker.
Painful thing, man.
Chemo is a motherfucker. And I did not want to do that again. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I said, what are my options? So she ran my options down, and one of my options was to have a mastectomy.
Right.
Have it removed. I said, I tell you what, because it was a spot in both breasts, but this one was the one that was cancerous. This one over here on my left side was not.
Right.
I elected to have both of my breasts removed. And everybody was like, well, that you being over dramatic. I said, no, I'm 20 years out. It was 20 years ago, the last time I battled cancer, and I'm here again. Nah, I'm not. I won't be. I wish the fuck I would be 60 years old.
Nah,
talking about some, battling cancer. I mean, but whatever the will is, if it is, it is. But you know what I'm saying. But I know what I need to do.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying. Which is again, being in tune with your star player.
She said it though. Early detection is important. So if anybody out there,
and knowing your family medical history.
Ladies, fellas, y'all get y'all checkups, man. Period. Go get to the doctor. If not for nothing, get your levels checked. You know what I'm saying? Find out what you're deficient in and find your a vitamin that fits that, man.
It's real simple.
So what do you find yourself thinking about when you have free time or space to daydream?
When when do I have time to do that?
Yeah.
Always on what can I do better to, to promote me, what I want, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. My goals. What can I do? Okay, yeah, I'm modeling. Where you want to go next with that? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you cater. What do you want to do with that catering business?
Hey man, hold on, wait a minute. Pause. You don't have to plug your catering business, man. She makes some of the best food around.
Shout out to
Come on, OG Tina. Talk to these people.
Shout out to Tasty T's Kitchen. Let us upgrade your taste buds, baby. Yeah. The best soul food ever. Ain't nobody fucking with it. This some authentic soul food, and I ain't gonna put all that Lowry's and I damn sure ain't gonna parsley you to death.
Yeah,
trying to make it pretty. It's gonna be some good food. You know what I'm saying?
They'll parsley a
motherfucker up and make it look pretty, and ain't got no flavor.
No kidding, no. This woman can cook pretty much anything.
Anything.
And anytime she cooking, I'm eating. Happy birthday.
Happy motherfucking birthday day, yo.
Nah, for real. Sometimes you'll just pop, pull up with a plate, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Man, I love that shit. So, last thing.
Yes, sir.
What's next for you?
What's next? The world, baby.
Yeah.
The world. No, seriously, what's next for me? I mean, I stay booked and busy. So I got a couple of shows coming up. Yeah. Shout out to Victim to Victory.
Yeah.
That's my show I got coming up next weekend. And then I got Element of Styles. That's coming up with DeMonte Anderson. Big shout out to him. Okay. Y'all probably seen him. He's been on a whole bunch of TV shows on OWN. I ain't going to fuck up nothing by trying to say his name
all
of
them.
Shout out
to DeMonte Anderson.
Right. But I'm just booked and busy. And after that, shout out to my guy. His clothing line is flared. I love his clothing line. But shout out to Cocky with Spence.
Yeah.
But Spence with Cocky, as well as the Curvy Queens, as well as my nigga Fakata. Now his clothing line is called Fakata, But it's really on the cool. If you read the shit, that shit say fuck a hater. It's okay, real. And I'm like, man, that shit clever. It really say fuck a hater.
I like that.
I like that shit, but you know what I'm saying? They got a show going down there in Tennessee, so I'm definitely trying to be in Tennessee to support. So I'm always moving around, you know what I'm saying, doing my thing. So I'm just out here grinding.
Y'all also need to be on the lookout for the BBW experience, man.
Yes, shout out. That's a good collab.
We're gonna do that shit top of the year, man.
Yes, sir.
The BBW, and it's a big nigga, big lady.
Okay, come on.
You know, because I represent for the Fat Fly.
Come on, Fluffy Daddy. Come on, Fluffy Daddy.
Yeah. So we gonna make that happen. So anybody that is a part of the BBW, the whatever.
The Fluffy Daddy. You know what I'm saying? Come on out that thing. It's
That's
coming.
A new one. I ain't heard the Fluffy Daddy.
Come on, Fluffy Daddy.
That's what's up, man. Well, we appreciate OG Tina stopping by. You know what I'm saying? The Red Room Dallas, man. Shout out to Bando TV, man. Y'all know what time it is, man. Until next time, peace.